manage the monster. Two of the biggest superstars in the country. So in actuality, what do you be jumping? What you mean, I ain't no champion? You are wrong, this boy be a champion. We know the one that jump. Hell yeah, I'm a champion. You know that you the champion, put your up, let's go. Jump good, champion. Jump good, champion. Jump good, you know what jump girls. Yeah, we need a champion. Champion. Yeah, we need a champion. Jump good, champion. Jump good, champion. Jump good, you know what jump good. Sir, we need a champion. Yes, sign that is 254 representing Calligraph Jones, and he is saying he's the champion of the 254. Karibuni sana to the Pan African Bliss. My name is Joby. Hope you are doing great this wonderful morning. It is on a Tuesday, how you love to call it, a terrific Tuesday, where you are listening to us from Karibuni sana right here on the Black Hot Fire Radio, media for the 21st century. We are looking forward to an amazing interaction, and of course, you can see me starting the day with some positive vibes. I did get to play you champagne by the one and only Calligraph Johnson, and of course, Tumakitu. This is one of the statements that most Kenyans love to use. When they ask for money, they always like, send me some cash and just send with, some profit on top of it. Like, I need some extra discount on it for me to be able to get the exact amount that I need. But nonetheless, Karibuni sana once again. I hope you are enjoying this particular vibes. As we say, we are live and interactive on our social media handles. We are on Facebook at the Black Hot Fire Network Radio Station, on Twitter as well, and also you can catch us on Instagram at the Black Hot Fire Network Station. You can also call us in, SMS us or tap us at the +254 754-402-730. Karibuni sana. Hope your day is coming, or rather this week is coming along good for you. It is on the 12th of October, and of course, time waits for no man. I hope that you are doing whatever you had particularly set to do this particular month. It is good vibes, 11 minutes past 12 p.m. right here in Nairobi. And of course, you can also check us in on our website. I did get to share the link, and I can see you are joining, and I want to appreciate you for taking your time for joining us at today's topic. General Mosquito, you're saying champagne. It's not champagne, it is champagne. I'm a champion, but I was saying some time back that I've seen, I think artists do get to use this particular kind of accent where they're like, there's how they get to twist the words. I'm sorry to use these words, it's really irritating to you, but I think they make the words sound sexy. Yeah, I don't know if you really agree with me, but I've seen some artists trying to, it's not like, it's like twanging, like they are trying to twang the word and such stuff. But Karibuni sana. General Mosquito, hope you are doing great this wonderful morning. Karibu sana. And of course, I was saying I've shared the link on the chat group, but I've realized that people are really shifted from WhatsApp, like for real. You are all on the website, and we appreciate that. That is the spirit that we need to keep going. I've shared the link on the social club, on the social page, for you to be able to interact with us and join the program of the day. We have amazing show lined up for you. And in case you are joining us for the first time, thank you so much for taking your time, for clicking onto the button. And of course, we are looking forward to an amazing interaction. In case you're also joining us for the first time, do remember to check us in. We are, and also to catch us and to keep it going and to get to interact with interesting and lovely people right here on the Black Hot Fire Radio. That is at the www.blackhotfirenetwork.com. Once you log onto the website, feel free to create your own profile and to keep it going. General Mosquito, I don't know about you, how is this particular week or this month coming along for you, but you can tell us about that particular one. You can also download the app on the Google Play Store. We are live and interactive on the social medias, and of course, you are live on the radio station. You can get to enjoy these amazing vibes where Jerome Mosquito is saying champagne. It's not champagne. We're not trying to pop some champagne. We're trying to be champions, of this particular world, and particularly Africa at large. Nonetheless, Karibuni sana once again. And of course, how I start my day, rather how we start our day, Team Pan African. And I want to appreciate you. And today's quote is just a simple quote, just to keep your day going on a positive vibe, some positive vibrations. That is what I have all the way right here from the 254 to wherever you are listening to us from. General Mosquito, today, are you in the UK or are you in Ghana? Where are you listening to us from? And I've noticed that, sorry to bash you, but why did you change your profile once again? Just joking around there. But this particular quote goes by, expose yourself to the deepest fear. After that, fear has no power, and the fear of freedom shrinks and vanishes, and you are free. So expose yourself to the deepest fear. Expose yourself to the deepest fear. After that, Fear has no power, and the fear of freedom shrinks and vanishes, and you are free. That is what we are supposed to be vibrating all the way, positive vibes. Because I think most of us, I was saying that most of us are being made. We were talking yesterday on a certain, actually, we have launched a certain show, Kate and I, just gas topic. And in case you need to catch some good vibes, just go to the, I think it is on Spotify, because we did it on a certain app, and we did get to post it on the Spotify. And it is called Girls Matter in Africa, because I do believe that women are the most criticized people in Africa. Despite us being the strongest people, we are also the most criticized people in Africa. And we need to come up together and support each other. Like, we need a sister code. There's a sister code that we need to support each other. Sister Michelle Karibu, you're saying good morning, and to you. Hope you are doing great. General Mosquito is also saying hi to you. Hope you are doing great. Karibu sana to the broadcast, and I want to appreciate you for joining us today. And I'm just talking about the matters of fear. Fear is one of the things that we've been made to grow up with, and most of us have made us feel like we cannot achieve our dreams, especially the African society. The African society is one of the craziest society that you'll not want to come across. Those are the kind of people. Let's say if a young girl gets pregnant at an early stage, you're supposed to be given some advice, some words of encouragement. Yes, we might have done a mistake, but we learn from our mistakes, right? But the societies, those kind of people will go and pointing fingers at you. Oh, look at her, she's a failure now, she just dropped out of school, she'll never be able to find a husband because she's already has, let's say you have a kid and with a baby daddy who's not really supportive enough. That is what is really ongoing. But I do hope that people be able to support young girls, because we are the future. If you really do know, if you really don't know, we are the future. And personally, right now, I'm so proud of this generation. As much as it is the most craziest generation, again, I'm so proud of it, because I've seen young ladies achieving without having to. There's a time back we did get to. In case you missed that one out, you can check it on the website, on the on the social, on the videos that we have done, rather on the programs that we have done. There's some time back I was talking about our still the matters of fear, and also still the matters of the society. And I was talking about how we need to encourage each other, rather our society can be one of the people that can make you feel so discouraged and hate your life, or even suicide. Suicide is also mostly promoted by these particular kind of people, because they're the ones who keep on pointing fingers at you instead of supporting you enough. And we're talking, you can just check it out and get to see what we are talking about, because at the end of the day, we need to come up together. We need to have the sister code. Sister Michelle, I don't know if you got my back. Despite the distance, I got your back, and that is all we are supposed to be penetrating others, giving out to each other right here. Support our sister, because yesterday we were speaking about how so many young girls are failing right now in the society, and this is because most of us women, we are our own enemies, and that is super true. But again, we're only going to be your own sister's enemy, or rather your friend's enemy, because you are the negative energy. It's like me becoming a champion. Now you hate on me because I'm a champion, because that is the fear that you have, because you're also supposed to be a champion, right? So just get out of your comfort zone, escape the fear, and just do you. Nonetheless, I just want to appreciate you, Sister Michelle. You're saying that is right, and of course that it was, that is what we are supposed to be vibrating. 17 minutes past 12 right here in Nairobi. I don't know about you, Sister Michelle, where you are listening to us from. You can tell us that one, where you are listening to us from, and of course what is the time over there. General Mosquito would also love to hear from you. What is the time over there? Because I do believe it is quite early, and I do believe also we get to appreciate you, for joining us on the broadcast. We never taking your time for granted, and we appreciate you for supporting the Blackout Fire Network Media for the 21st century. We're gonna take a short musical break. When we come back, I have amazing trending stories. We have in the likes of Kenya and Somali, which is one of, we keep on speaking each and every day how we need to come up together as African continents, the leaders coming up together, though we can't support, rather depend on the leaders, because we know they are the ones who are mostly creating and contributing to us being divided, because they're also being controlled by these colonizers, the Europeans nation, and depending so much on them. Yesterday we did get to discuss how I was really shocked seeing that even churches are also in debt. So it's quite clear that not only our countries are in debt, even our own pastors are making us be in debt. Well, I was just saying yesterday, rather, some of the story that I didn't get to mention yesterday. There's a pastor who has gone ahead writing in the 254 and say that if you need to get your dream car, the world dreamest car that you've ever wanted, just remove $100 and you're gonna get the dreamiest car that you've ever wanted. It goes by the name Pastor Pius Muiru, and he went ahead and told his followers that you need to remove just $100 and you're gonna get the dream car of your life. And it's quite clear that you can see the African mentality is really messed up, because you'll find so many people, even if the least amount you had saved maybe for the whole year, maybe for a certain month, you're like, I need to achieve this before the end of the year, and maybe I need to open up this business, I need to do something. You'll find some people that are mindly, mentally manipulated, and they're going to take these savings while your kids are striving to, go to school. You need to pay bills, you have water bills, you have electrical bills, which are so hectic right here in Kenya and also Africa at large. So I was just saying yesterday how we can see that not only our country, rather our leaders are also putting us in debt, but also the pastors, rather the preachers that we have. It is quite clear that the religion is one of the things that is contributing also to, how do I say, lack of unity. Because I've also seen some pastors. We have a pastor who is writing the 2541, which is the craziest, and he goes by the Pastor Nganga also. Like, we have just crazy preachers all over the world, but I will not get much onto that. But I do hope that people are going to be able to wake up before the world wakes you up. I mean, they say follow your instincts in the right way, but also do research, because karma is one of the craziest things that will hit you hard. Nonetheless, keep it the Blackout Fire Network Media for the 21st century. We'll be right back after this short musical break. I'll be playing you more of Calligraph Jones, and as I said, who is it? General Mosquito. It is not champagne. It is champagne. Like, champion, champion, it's not like champagne. Like, I think they use the champagne word just to make the whole song just look crazy and so good. But and anyway, we are all about positive vibes. Sister Michelle, you're saying that it is 5:17 a.m. in Michigan, if I'm not wrong, if I'm pronouncing it right. Please correct me. 5:17, it is quite early, while here it is almost lunchtime. We are about to eat the lunch, but karibuni sana. Samuel, you're saying hi. Joby, hi to you too. Send me the link. I am doing that right away. General Mosquito, you're saying that it is 10:20 a.m. over here. That is amazing. You're saying hi to Peace Samuel, and also Samuel, you're saying it is 4:20 in Simon. That is part of Jamaica. I do hope so. That is part of Jamaica, and I do hope that you are doing great, Samuel. I'll be sending you the link just after this short musical break. For now, I'm still gonna be playing you this song of. I think Samuel likes this. Not Samuel. But Jerome Mosquito likes this song, and this is by the one and only Calligraph Jones. I'll be playing a little bit of this as we get much deeper onto the 254 songs, because we are really talented and we've seen people winning the Pulse Awards. That was on Saturday. I'll be giving details also on that. Jump base, jump base, jump base. You know what jump base? We need a jam base, jam base, jam base. Yeah, we need a jam base. You jump base, jam base, jump base, jam base, jump base. You know what jump base? We need a jam base, jam base, jam base, jam base. It ain't no question when I mean brother. Call me the I mean that. I'm sonning them, I'm big brother. They know I'm the king brother. All I do is win brother. Move like I'm Sin Cara. All about my chain brother. Pull up in an Impala. Ain't nobody trusting me. Me, I got the recipe. I'm all over the legacy. That's for the rest of me. Aggressively, I'm rising the bar. We do it carefully. We don't want no bad vibes. Never let them stop me for my destiny. I'm blessed to be that go hard. Like my beast with no heart. Man, I gotta represent. They calling me the Mozart. Look at the bigger back and where they sit and wait. Why I said, let them know they dealing with a champagne. 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 Champagne, 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 champagne. You know what champagne? Yeah, we need a champagne, champagne, champagne. Yeah, we need a champagne, champagne. Hey. This is one of the most amazing jams in Kenya in the 254. In case I wish YouTube could translate some words like whenever they are playing some particular kind of songs, because major, if you need to laugh to a particular kind of music, or rather you want to vibe into any particular kind of jam, major is one of the greatest guy to go with. Major is doing the most. So this jam, it literally talks about I always say that listen to the words you say. You listen to the words you're supposed to be saying before you say them, because your tongue might get you into trouble, and that is what he's really talking about. But I'll explain that later. Good morning, Samuel.
Good morning, Joby.
How you doing?
I'm fine.
You're
Just
fine. You don't. You sound bored. That's not the energy.
oh no
You
no no.
sound bored. You good?
Yeah, I'm fine. I'm fine.
All right. Welcome to the
Early, remember?
broadcast. Mhm. Welcome to the broadcast, and let me get straight to the matters of the day. But before that, family, you can also interact with us. You can also call us in case you are looking forward to have these, rather, give your sentiments considering the topics that we have for you right here today. That is at the +254754402 730. You can also check us out on our social media handles. We are live and interactive on Facebook at the Blackout Fine Network Radio Station, on Twitter as well at the Blackout Fine Network, and also on Instagram at the Blackout Fire Network as well. Karibuni sana, and hope that you are doing great this particular day. And I want to get straight to the matters of the day. We've been speaking about the Nigeria, the abduction, and everything. And this is one of the most cases that is still ongoing, and it seems clearly that Nigeria is. Let me say the Nigerian leaders are, I don't want to say out of control, but I was really shocked when the other day Keith was telling me that all these kidnaps and the coup and everything that has really been happening, not the coup, sorry, but the kidnapping and the abduction of these particular students or maybe women in particular kind of regions in Nigeria, it is all mostly contributed by the leaders themselves. And I was just asking myself, how is it that a president or even leaders can get their own citizens into trouble, which is really, really crazy and so sounds insane. I was really shocked, but I don't know, Samuel, if you really agree with this, because personally, I was really shocked. Personally.
Yeah, well, I mean, they're not loyal to the people.
Mm-hmm.
They're not. I mean, they're put there to help everybody else except their own people.
Mm-hmm.
That's their job.
That's their job. But Keith went
Yeah.
ahead and told us, I think it was on Friday. On Friday, he went ahead and said, I was really shocked by, like, being serious. It was like, all these matters of abduction. It was on Thursday, sorry. He went ahead and said that, all this abduction is not being conducted as much as being conducted by the maybe
Well,
kidnappers or maybe some group of people. The government is also involved in it. It's like they are taking money from the citizens because there are ransoms demanded. As much as they are acting up, they're also supposed to be paying some ransoms. We've not seen any leader, rather even the president, coming forth and saying this is how we're going to work with the government, rather this particular kind of country, or this is how we're going to rescue our people, which is really so painful, because the traumatization of you being kidnapped, or rather even a kid, you being gun pointed at, or rather something which is so out of this world, so mind blowing at a young stage. It is a trauma that will take time to overcome. And I was just asking myself, despite
that's
even
if
them
you
being,
live.
sorry.
I'm saying that's if you live. You'll have trauma if you live.
Yeah, true, true, true. That is totally
Yeah.
true. But I was just
I
saying,
mean,
uh-huh.
no, go
Go
ahead.
ahead. Okay. So I was just saying that when you look at this matter, because right now they are saying that the kidnapped women and children have escaped from the kidnappers and everything. Some women and the children have managed to escape. So I was just asking myself, is it that these people are being released so that they may be able? It's like there is a certain attention that is also being drawn to other African countries, and attention that is also being drawn to the Nigerian people themselves as well, because the leaders have done nothing out of it. As I was saying, I've not seen the president coming forth and speaking, or rather trying to ask help, because a situation can get into a point where you're like, no, I cannot really do this. And where if you are really if it is really stressing you and you really want to help your people, because people are really looking up unto you. And if today something was to happen to Kenya, we still point the president. Most of us, I think Kenya is the most craziest country you can ever like come to. Like crazy in a good way, not in a bad way. But citizens, I think somehow they know their rights. Despite not them coming forth and being able to speak about it, because as I said, fear. I was speaking about fear. Fear is one of the things that we've been made to live with. We've been made to, to live with fear, us being scared of the leaders, like we don't have a right to speak even to the leaders. Even us trying to express ourselves through the social media, it is also quite
Uh,
hard, which is really
that's,
hard.
I think that's just like black people these days. I mean, like because of your own self-hate, you
Hmm.
believe that any bad treatment that you get from your leaders or anyone else, you deserve it, or you're going to think and say, all right, fine, let's just work with it. You know, no self-love, no self-worth.
Hmm.
So you
Well,
don't
it is
see
really, it
yourself
is
as
really
being
difficult.
worth something good. You just take any treatment you get. And also political maturity. I mean, you vote these guys in, they're supposed to do something for you. You don't leave them to do whatever they want. They do something that you don't like, you go to them, right? Tell
Yeah.
them, cut this shit out, or else. And that doesn't happen. That hardly ever happens. Most time it does happen is because it's backed by outside parties.
Hmm.
Cool. So
Well, it is really out of hand, but I do hope that the Nigerian people, because personally, I'm really feeling more for the citizens. It is,
yeah,
for the parents, and where I'm saying that, the mental disturbance and everything, like the trauma, is really something so hard to overcome. But despite it all, we know they are supposed to be given some certain sort of treatment where they are supposed to be taken care of, mental wise, given some mental health care, being taken care of to overcome all this. For even the students to go back to school and continue with their education, and for the parents to keep on running with their business in a normal way. Because some time back I did get to mention they did get to shut down the cell phones. I don't know if they have decided to take back the cell, the telephones to work. Sorry, but also in terms of markets, they have been closed because they thought that this is one of the ways, like an open market is one of the ways that is really contributing, because they're seeing that people are earning money, so we have the right to go and kidnap this particular kind of people because there is an income coming. So we need to take down, or rather shut down, this particular kind of markets for the whole situation to be, to stay calm. But it's quite clear for me, it's like the government of Nigeria is not, doing anything about it. The citizens are at stake, but they're not doing anything about it. But I just pray peace unto them, and I hope that everything will be okay. Because at the end of the day, as much as we say that African leaders need to come up together and clear up issues, rather come up with ideas of helping, bringing up minds together, and coming up with a solution is one of the hardest thing that is really, I don't think it is even going to happen in Africa anytime so, like African countries coming up together and like just bringing up a solution in a particular kind of country, rather to some people, it is one of the hardest thing that I know it is yet to happen. Good morning, Keith.
Hey, good
yeah.
morning, Joby and
All
Sammy.
right, Nigeria's where morning, Keith. Nigeria's where they
Sound,
found oil last year, right?
sorry.
Nigeria, they found oil there, but last year or the year before, right?
Yeah,
Nigeria,
yeah.
which country are we talking about again?
She's talking about Nigeria, Sam. You get to understand that what Joby should understand it because she's in Kenya and she's understand that they never collapsed the tribe. So she's talking about the kidnappings. How can the government be involved in it? Not understanding that it's tribal. In Nigeria, even though they don't consider themselves Nigerian, Joby, they consider themselves Hausa Fulani. You got the three major tribes. You got a bunch of tribes in in, in Nigeria, of course, like 200. But the main tribes are three: the Igbo, the Yoruba, and the Hausa Fulani. Hausa Fulani control the government. So then it's the Hausa Fulani that are doing all these damn crimes against women. So the
Oh,
government
okay.
always been Hausa Fulani. They are complicit. They don't want to go against their own tribal people instead of representing Nigeria as a whole, Joby. That's what I'm saying. That's why tribalism is so dangerous. Instead of you representing these people as Nigerians, you side with your criminal ass tribe, and you don't do what's right because they're part of your tribe. And your tribe is committing crimes against other Nigerians, and you won't do anything because you're also a Hausa Fulani. And understand, it was the British who put the Hausa in power. So whenever you see a government in Nigeria, it's always going to be an Islamic government because the British put them in power. That's why you had individuals wanting to leave Nigeria. Said, we don't want to be a part of this concoction because the Hausa Fulani rule everything, and they're the ones committing all these damn crimes against us, and nothing ever is done because the government is Hausa Fulani.
Well,
Go ahead.
it is really insane because for me, as I was saying before getting on to the next story, I was saying I'm really feeling for the citizens themselves, because when you look at the matters of the kids and the the parents and everything, there is the mental trauma and the there is the trauma of everything that is really happening. But let's just pray peace unto them and everything is gonna be okay, because the more the ransoms, the more they're giving these people the advantage to keep on participating in this particular kind of evil matter. But I do hope that everything is gonna be settled in Nigeria. And I was saying that it's so hard because there was some time back we are still talking about this issue on the Rhythm Scoop show, and we were saying that African countries need to come up together and bring up a solution. But I was saying it is quite clear that African countries are not yet ready to come up together and bring ideas to help
They're
each
not,
other.
they're not mature enough. You got to get out of the
Mm-hmm.
tribalism, because right now even the Hausa are going into the Igbo. They call Igbo land, and they're trying to take they're all Nigerians. They don't see themselves as all Nigerians, Joby. You got to understand this. Same way Kenyans might not see it. You guys have elections. You guys don't see yourself as Kenyan. You see yourself as Lua, Maasai, all different tribes. The tribal thing in Africa is deep and is a problem. That's what destroyed us as African people. The fighting amongst ourselves allowed other people to come and conquer us. The disunity and the ridiculous thing with these, we the only people on the planet that still practice it, Joby. You can't go to Germany to ask a German, hey, what tribe are you from? They'll look at you crazy. Say, what the hell are you talking about? Go to the UK, ask them what tribe are they from. They'll look at you like you're a moron. That's why they call us children. The Africans still practice tribalism like a child. We were supposed to have left that shit behind 200 years ago, but we have not.
But still going back to the system of education, the system of education is one of the things that has also contributed
That's
to all
true
this.
too.
Like the matters of
That's
tribal, you are a Luo, you are a Kamba, you are a Kikuyu,
But
you belong to
that's
this
true.
particular community,
They
but
teach
they
that
never
in school?
educated us.
You're
They,
you're
yeah,
you're right. You're right.
yeah,
You're
You
right.
serious?
What you
yes,
say?
we were taught that.
Yeah, you talk exactly.
I,
Yeah, they taught that. Yes, they taught that, Samuel, because the corrupt
I
governments
never
it keeps
understood that.
no
I never
understand.
understood the whole tribal thing. I never
No,
understood it. I mean, you literally look alike. How
you
can you
don't.
tell?
I know. You don't understand it, Joe. I mean, Sam, because people take it out of Africa and they collapse the tribes on our ass. They say you niggas ain't part of no tribes. You're all niggas now. We all thrown in one big boat, Samuel. In Africa,
Yeah.
it was better for them to make sure they kept the tribes, keep them divided so they can keep power. So when they put their puppets in, the puppets also understood that it's better to keep tribalism because that keeps them in power and keeps people fighting. When you can divide people, you conquer them. Only country I know collapsed the tribes was Tanzania, and now also Rwanda. You can't even mention no tribe in Rwanda; he'll kill your ass. There ain't no such thing as
Yeah.
no tribe in Rwanda. Kagame don't play that shit. He said no more tribes. You ain't gonna be no tribe. You out of Rwanda, and that's it. You ain't gonna be no tribe up in here.
That
Go
is
ahead.
totally true. That is totally true. That's why I'm saying that the system of education is also to blame, because the Europeans are to blame, and also the system of education, because still going back to the same thing. The matters of tribalism started in school, because when you're growing up, you're being asked, what is your name? So they ask you, so you are a Luo, so you are a Kikuyu, there's
You
the
shouldn't.
question that you are
You're
asked,
not. You're not supposed to be doing. That's called divided. Exactly right, Gentleman Skill. They hate being African, but they love their goofy tribe, and it's not been collapsed. And they're not. And just like you won't find no tribes in Jamaica, you won't find no tribes in America. Exactly right. They're supposed
The
to
only
collapse the
tribe
goofy
right
tribe
now,
because they are the same people. You're a Lou. I'm a Cam. No, you're not. You're an African person, and these tribes are phony. They're
that is
phony. They cause
yeah,
division. Go
that
ahead,
is
the only
Samuel.
persons and No, the only group I'd say right now that consider themselves a tribe would be the Maroons, and
Well,
honestly,
the
I'm kind of
maroon,
iffy with the Maroons
well,
because
the maroon.
some of them,
When you got,
yeah,
when you got, when
some
you
of
got the
them.
maroon, you got the maroons in Jamaica and all across the Caribbean islands. Salmon, maroons,
No,
Haiti.
Keith,
Those are
one
those are
second,
the
one
ones.
second, Keith.
Those are the ones that
Keith.
fought the cracker.
Yeah, but some of them actually work with them. That was what I was taught in school, and some of them handed over one of our national heroes. He was in a rebellion, the Sam
Yeah,
Sharp,
yeah,
Paul
those are.
Bogle. You had some that worked with the British. They recaptured slaves. They lived out in the bushes, right? And they recaptured slaves.
Well, that's why I
So
said that's the maroons were the ones that fought the maroons are the ones when they got off the boat from Africa. They ones that fought the cracker. They're the ones who went up in the highlands of Jamaica and fought this cracker. They refused to be
not
slaves.
all of them.
Well, not
Well,
all of them. You always going as black people. Sorry, Sam. We're always gonna have traitors and turncoats and sellouts. That seems to be African people. Always we always sell out one another. It's the shame of Africa. We always have.
Yeah,
No, look at Africa now. All these puppets are sellouts. We got a
yeah.
whole continent full of puppets and sellouts who don't give a shit about people. Go ahead, Joby.
That is totally true. And I was saying that Africans' unity is still at stake because when you speak about the matter of Africans selling each other, when you look at how young girls and youths are being transported from Kenya or rather from other African countries to Arabian countries, it is quite clear that we do not even care about our own. Despite us seeing our people dying here, you're still going to give out your person for you to get money in exchange of money, which is not even worth my life or someone's life, which is really crazy.
it's not
But
even
still,
worth the paper it's printed on.
sorry.
It's not even worth the paper it's printed on.
I
It's a
know, right?
promissory note.
I know that's totally right. Still moving on to the same matters. Goes to Kenya and Somalia. Right now, Kenya and Somalia are fighting over the sea border, which is really crazy. And you ask yourself, how is it that we are supposed to come up together and love each other while you are trying to? It's like you're trying to part the African ways. It's like you're trying to make boundaries in the African nations and trying to make us look like slaves. Right now, if a Somalian comes to Kenya, they are considered as slaves. You are no a refugee. Sorry, a refugee, not a slave. But it is really crazy that the African unity it is still at stake. And the more we give out, the more we keep on fighting. The more the Mzungu, the colonizers, the Europeans are still taking advantage of all this. That is why we'll never be able to unite. If only we stop the matters of being tribal. If only we stop the matters of oh, he comes from this particular kind of country. Still it is the African continent. We have the same color, we have the same the same under the same land. I don't understand why it is that we have to fight over things that do not really matter. The way it's crazy, they have gone ahead and said that Kenya is set to disgrade the judgment of the International Court of Justice
That's
on the
nice.
marine border dispute between Kenya and Somalia due to that is 13 GMT. And the two countries are both claiming at 62 square miles in the Indian Ocean are thought to be rich in oil and gas. Now, Kenya's border currently runs the horizontally into the Indian Ocean, and that is how Nairobi wants it to stay. They do not want to come up together, or rather, to be anything associated with Somalia. So I do not really understand the whole thing. This is why I'm saying that the African unity is still at stake because trying to divide the borders is one of the craziest things that I've had so far.
That's
I used to
fucking
hear this
witchcraft.
particular kind of stories when I was growing up, but I don't know. Someone with the chicken. There is the chicken behind the background still.
Ah,
But I don't know, kid. I don't know if you. What are your sentiments on this particular one about Kenya and Somalia trying to divide the Indian Ocean? Like they are trying to divide the borders.
it's so good.
Hello, Keith. Are you still there? Well, I think Keith is not here. But Samuel, what are your thoughts on this particular one?
On what now?
Kenya, okay. I was talking about Kenya and Somalia. They want to divide. They want to put a sea border. Like they are having a judgment road right now where they need to divide the sea border. This which is the Indian Ocean. And right now they have said
Hmm.
that Kenya's border currently runs the horizontally into the Indian Ocean, and that is how Nairobi wants it to stay. They do not want anything associated with Somalia. So that is why I'm saying that the African unity is still at stake
That's
because we
bullshit.
are not. willing and ready to love each other, or rather come up together and solve up issues instead of us taking each other to the court.
So what? Are the fish going to stay on one side of the border, or what?
Yeah,
Uh,
yeah, yeah. Okay, let me
what kind of bullshit is that?
let me just play this particular
You know,
video.
you're not understanding, Samuel. They made the white man came and destroyed Somalia
I
back in the
know,
1890s. So you're not
I
understanding.
know.
So yeah, but you're not understanding that the Kenyans don't know this. Africans are made ignorant. They don't know. They don't know what the hell even goes on in Africa. So they don't understand that the white man came into Mogadishu and wanted to take over Somali because there were resources that white people wanted. So they create terrorism, and then the country's now really a failed
That's
state. And so
that's
you
what
had
I'm saying.
Well,
Somalis coming over the border into Kenya to get away from the terrorism and the killing and the murder.
That's why I'm saying
oh,
that
okay.
they are saying that the Indian Ocean is thought to be rich in oil and gas. So that's why I'm
It
saying
is.
that this
It
the
is. It's not.
African the,
And it's not the Indian Ocean. That's some shit to crack. How's it gonna be the Indian, some little bitty India, and it's off Africa? That's the African Ocean. White
that's
people
why I'm
always change the name to make it not be Africa. That's the African Ocean. No
mhm.
goddamn Indian Ocean.
That's why I'm saying that the African unity is still at stake, because this is one of the issues that the Europeans are taking advantage, rather the colonizers are taking
Yeah, it's just
advantage of.
something else to keep us
Because
divided.
yeah,
It's
they want us
unnecessary,
being
man.
divided, because when you try to bring this matter forth to the
Well,
court, you're gonna take it to the ICC and such stuff. Then it is taken over by this particular kind of colonizer,
So can't
rather
they
this.
solve it themselves?
Sorry.
Why they need the ICC? Why they need to go to an international court?
Well,
They
I
exactly.
like
do not
beside each
understand.
other.
Exactly. But they always got to take their disputes to white people because white people run the world
Why
right
can't they?
now.
Why can't they?
Samuel. They run the world, so that's where they go. It's the same thing that Africans do all kind of dumb shit. Um, Understanding that, um, the African has not understood that the European is not going to let go of Africa without a fight. That's where the wealth is
Mm-hmm.
at. I'm not going to let Africa go because you want to be free. I know Africa is where the wealth is. I'm going to fight for it. They're always going to keep Africans divided. Remember, Africa is known as the what? The sleeping. They know, everybody knows Africans are sleeping and stupid. They call us the sleeping giant. That's what Africa's called. The sleeping giant. They know if Africans unite, they're going to rule the world again. So let's always keep Africans divided, stupid, full of goopy religions, keep them divided. If I keep them divided, I rule and I control the richest land on the planet. Not my
Totally
job to
true.
make sure they unite. Go ahead,
I
Joby.
totally, I totally agree with you. This is the news that they are giving us, and that is why I'm saying that these particular kind of cases they end up being taken over by the European nations trying to rule over these particular kind of matters. But Africans, we are, mentally still corrupt, that we want these issues being run, rather instead of coming
No,
up
how
together and settling down issues, we're letting them cross the border or other the other parts of the world. Then our properties are taken away from us. I learned
Yep.
this in the morning because I woke up and I did a little bit of farming today, and I was just trying to ask some questions like which crop is this, which crop is this. So I found out there is also some Chinese cabbage that is also being planted here in Kenya. So I
How
was asking
about
myself,
that?
or rather, I was asking why particularly, like, do Africans do get to consume this particular kind of crops? They are
They're
like, no,
not.
they are transported.
They're not. They're coming to get the land, Joe, because Chinese right now are having rolling blackouts right now. The power is felt. You can look this up. The power is felt in China. Chinese are starving because half their crops are gone. The whole
yeah, once
scam.
their dams broke, right?
Oh, hold on. Wait a second. The whole scam was to get into Africa, steal some more land like the Europeans got, and farm land and feed their people from African lands. That's what
That
the
is why.
Europeans. That's what the Europeans are doing right now. You got big swaths of land in Africa that feed Europe, Joby. So the Chinese were coming into Africa to steal land from these puppets and farm it and send the food back to China. Because right now
It
you
is
have starvation in China right now, Joby. You have
uh-huh.
also you have uh, uh power shortages right now in China. China's such a great place. Why they can't feed their people? You can look that
Oh,
up.
it
Go
is
ahead, Joby.
quite clear. It is quite clear that Africa, we have the richest soil, we have the most
Yeah.
amazing soil. Because
How
why is it
about
that we
that?
can't? Why is it
How
that
about that?
they can't plant their own crops there? They want to take it.
Right. How about
They
so I'm walking by on the street, Joby. I see your house. You got all the riches. You got all the You got
exactly.
everything, and I don't got it. And I say, hey, this person in this house is weak and stupid. So I'm gonna go rob their ass, and then I'm gonna make them serve me in their own house. That's what's happened.
It is really amazing. I'll take a tour of the rather get to be able to show a little bit. That is tomorrow. That if I go home in the evening, I'll be able to show like the richest, like how amazing the crops get to grow around the African continent. Because today
Everybody,
I just toured.
everybody, guess
I
guess
I
guess what, Joby? Guess what, Joby? You're not the only one that knows that. The European knows that, and the Asian knows that.
I know that's right. I'm no moron, so it's their problem. So I'll be able to take some few videos, then I'll be sharing with you family tomorrow for
Yeah,
you to be
please
able
do.
to see how Africa is really blessed and how farmers are also dedicated to doing whatever they are doing. But despite the Europeans taking advantage of their efforts and the sweat that they are
One
working
second,
to
Joby.
plant, which is really crazy. You're
Joby.
saying what? Sorry?
You know if farmers over there grow mushrooms that are it's not something that's really eaten.
Okay,
You know
yeah,
mushrooms, right?
yeah.
Yeah, I was wondering if they grow it over there or not.
Mushrooms. Did you say mushrooms?
Correct, yes.
Yeah, okay, mushroom. Okay, like where my dad comes from, mushrooms grow naturally. They don't get to plant them. They grow naturally, but they are also eaten. They are
Okay.
harvested, then they are dried out in the sun, then they eat
Uh-huh.
them, which is really sweet. Personally, I was like, ew. The first day I was like, ew, what is that? Why do I have to eat a mushroom? But when my mom cooked it for me, it was really, really amazing because it is no chemicals, it is natural food, and it is really, really amazing. Also healthy. It makes you
Yeah.
think in a way. But let me share this
Her
video just a
fate on the
bit.
escalating maritime border
Okay.
conflict with Somalia on Tuesday as the International Court of Justice issues its verdict. Somalia had sued Kenya at the International Court of Justice for what it said was unlawful operations in its maritime territory along the Indian Ocean. Already, Foreign Affairs Principal Secretary Ambassador Macharia Kamau has stated that Kenya will not recognize the court's ruling, terming it a product of a flawed judicial process that they had withdrawn from.
Now you can
Macharia
see
accused
in the court, it's only you can see the people who are right here and trying to rule this particular kind of matter. Look at them. Look at them. No African
White,
person, only
white,
one.
white, white,
Exactly right,
white, white,
Joby.
white, white.
Exactly, because
Oh,
they say you're an African child. You people are children. You are not responsible for doing work. We will decide for you because we've stolen the world and you people are childlike. We're going to tell you what you're going to do. And if you don't, we're going to go to war with you. We're going to tell. We're giving you your religion. We're giving you your education, and that's right. And that's why the same system you looking at right there, they don't even got the goopy wigs on still. The African still wears the goopy wig that
I
the
know, right?
Europeans stopped wearing. You can be in Kenya, Nigeria, Zimbabwe. You got the goopy wig on the head. They don't even wear the shit in Europe no more, Joby. They say you a child. We know we captured your mind. Go ahead, Joby.
It is really crazy outside there, man.
from. Macharia accused the court of bias, saying it did not have the force to resolve the dispute, while Mogadishu had demanded a review of the maritime border amid protests by Kenya, which had urged the court to suspend the hearing of the matter until the COVID-19 pandemic is contained. The unresolved maritime boundary dispute
You know what is really funny about this part? You'll find the most because this is yesterday's news, which I didn't get to watch, but I found it along the news platforms. And I was just asking myself, most of the Kenyans have watched this particular kind of news. Most of the Somali people have watched this particular kind of news. But it's quite clear nobody had the sense to understand what is really going. There is the division that is really about to happen in here. Most of us we are always watching news like, oh, this is what is happening in Kenya, this is what is happening in Somalia, and that is it. We never
But
get to
no one
us.
knew that you don't know that you don't own the news and the news is propaganda. You don't know
I
white people on the news. You think
I
you think
know.
white people were not going to build the news and teach you the truth about Africa when they stealing? Like hell, we got to teach you propaganda. We got to make sure you hate yourself. We got to make sure we control narrative.
I know all that, but I'm just saying in the perspective whereby it is really sad that most of us get to watch news despite the truth also being somehow being hidden to us. We don't want to get to do more research. Why is this that this is happening? While this is an African country, these people have been in, Somali and Kenya. We have been like we are actually we are like somehow attached. Like I don't understand why we have to be divided. Because these
Well, you
issues.
wasn't divided back in that. I told you. Damn, stop making noise. A lot of times, remember I told you, you had African kingdoms that, okay, imagine when there was no Kenya. Parts of kingdoms included Kenya and Somali together. Parts of kingdom included, like Aksum,
Yeah,
included
yeah.
Kenya and, which is Ethiopia today, but it was Abyssinia back then. You've had
Mhm.
kingdoms that had part of Uganda and Kenya that were called the Burgundian Empire. These, because they made, remember, white people made the borders, Joby. That's what they tell you now. Now you're Kenyan. Now you're Swazi. I mean, um, um, now you're Somali. Those borders were created by them. How does you gonna let people dictate to you now who the fuck you are? That's another thing. So then they cause the division. Well, I now Somali. Well, you wasn't no Somali no 100 years ago.
That is true. That
And you
is
wasn't no
true.
Nigerian no 100 years ago. There was no such place known as Nigeria
We were
and these
African.
other places.
We
These are
were
white people
African.
terms.
Way back in 2014, it has since threatened the relationship between the two East African neighbors. Attempts by IGAD and the African Union to mediate have been unsuccessful.
Mimi ndio nilisaini stakabadhi za kuweka hiyo mpaka nikiwa waziri wa kigeni.
Now, this is politics running also around, and he goes ahead trying to
Yeah,
tell citizens what to do.
yeah, they said it. Listen, these morons who are called politicians exploit African people and their emotions. They have understanding from their masters. If you had a united Africa, get rid of the countries and be one continent again, you would control the world. That's why they created that fake African Union. African Union wasn't created by black people. White people running on that shit. That's why it never does nothing. It's completely white controlled, white backed.
Yeah, it's a figurehead.
It can be it can be called the African Union all damn day long, but it doesn't represent African people. It's for white people. That's who owns it. That's who runs it. That's who benefits from it.
It is
Yeah,
so
it's
sad,
like
but
an illusion of progress or unity or something like that.
it is so
People
sad,
always
but
point it and say, we're getting unified. But nope, it's doing the very opposite.
yeah, it is the opposite of everything because politics is one of the things that keeps on messing people's mind. Politics is one of the craziest things that I've seen, man. It is really crazy because people, you're gonna find all sort of tribes coming up together despite us being told the tribes, you're gonna find a Luo over there, you're gonna find a Kikuyu over there, but they do
Of
not
course.
understand at that moment we are Africans. We're supposed to unite and turn against this particular politician
Exactly.
because he's lying to us. They are lying to
Exactly,
us.
Joby.
You know,
Exactly. You're supposed to become Africans, and then you would gain power, and Africa wouldn't be poor and impoverished. So, me being European, it's not my benefit for you Negroes to unite and understand that you're Africans and that you sit on the richest piece of land on the planet. Then that I'm gonna lose. I want you to be impoverished. I get to come to you like you said when you was a kid, and the white person came to the village. White person get attention, you would look at, oh, it's the white person, look at them, how great they are. That would be all gone, Joby. Now they'd be poor again. You wouldn't be looking, you say, oh, who's this poor, dirty cracker?
that is why some time back I was saying that the matters of poverty, I did get to mention that on Thursday. The matters of poverty is also being contributed by us Africans individuals, we themselves, because we cannot blame our leaders only. Sorry, Keith, can you hear me?
Yeah, yeah.
Oh,
You
okay.
cannot,
I was
yeah.
just saying that the matters of poverty is also being contributed by
But
us
look, yeah,
Africans.
but how do you come out of a lot of things, Joe, when you're miseducated? Okay, let's talk about Kate yesterday, right? when Kate was talking about people running around wearing 3 damn masks. And I had to show Kate, I know, hold on, I had to show Kate and show her signs that an oxygenated body, Joby, can't have any disease at all. Oxygen and sunlight means you can't. There's no reason for us to ever be vaccinated, Joby. This is African science and it's real science. So I took Katie to show her disease cannot live in a highly oxygenated body. The African used to know that. He doesn't even know that anymore. So you're scared. Just like when you were scared in that cab. I always go back to you. You didn't know that the mask was causing you to be sick, Joby. You're like, oh no, Cammy and Spikes are not taking precautions with their mask. See, that's how. So think of the African mind like that, Joby. They lack real information. So, and that's why whenever you don't have information, Joby, it makes you fearful of things because you don't understand anything. So, So imagine some crazy lady when that lady was yelling at you about, where you got your mask on eating your chocolate? Where's your mask at? She don't know that she's a moron, Joby. She's scared.
And all the information comes from white people.
Yeah, all the information comes from white people. And
because they worship white people, they will never think that white people are lying to them.
Exactly. You worship them, you'll never think they're lying to you. You worship them, so you go, Joby.
I was telling Samuel earlier that Africans, we've been made to grow in the perspective of fear. Like we've been instilled fear in us in such a way we are scared of the law, we are scared of the leaders, we are scared of the policemen, we are scared of other tribes or other even African people. Let me just say so. You've been told that this so and so is a bad person. This tribe comes from a witchcraft. This tribe.
Wow.
Yeah, even fear your spirituality now. So.
Yeah, that's scared. Exactly. Scared. I think Joby froze. They're scared. Exactly right. They're scared of their own people. Scared of their own spirituality. This person comes up witchcraft and
it's crazy, man.
It's craziness. Exactly right, Sammy. It's craziness that you don't. and that serves. It only serves the European. It don't serve us to be this retarded and stupid. It serves our end. Those people over there, those are the Lord. They stomp their feet on the ground. We should hate them. Yeah, these niggas stomp their feet. So this dumb shit. It be dumb shit.
Some nonsense, man.
It be some nonsense. I said, but they look just like you. No, they don't. Those are bad Negroes there. Why they bad? Because that's who and I'm Kakua. Well, that's you're no different. Well, I don't know nothing about that. So you fight somebody that looks just like you, and you'll unite with your enemy to fight against your damn brother. It is absolutely crazy. And they'll fight you for it. And General Mosquito's right. General Mosquito's right. They hate being African, but they love the tribe. It is absolutely insane. Joby comes back here.
My people.
Our people. I'm trying to figure out until the minds of the African change, man. We'll always be enslaved. We'll always be enslaved to the mind till you can change the mindset of the African. We're always you can't get free when the mind is all fucked up. And sadly enough, the African mind is all fucked up. That's just an easy fact. And these puppets, they help. They help with the damn separation.
I was telling Joby earlier that it's their job to sell us out.
Yeah,
literally their job.
Yeah, the mosquitoes exactly right. But you ever notice when they get out of Africa, they don't play the tribal shit no more. They now Nigerian. Oh, they now Kenyans. They now, I'm my proud tribe. What the hell are you talking about? Don't nobody give a shit about your tribe, moron. Nobody cares about your goofy tribe. Your tribe has no power. No one gives a shit. You don't go when you escape your ass into Europe, you end up in Germany or England or France. Nobody's asked you about your goddamn tribe.
Nope. If you came from Wakanda, no, that's different. Ah,
So it is absolutely bananas. Like she said,
mm,
they do that in the school in Kenya. That's on purpose to keep you
I didn't know
divided.
they actually
That's
taught
what,
that stuff. I thought it was
yeah,
taught like
yeah,
by
yeah.
elders or parents or
That,
something.
but they understand they push. That's how these puppets keep. I think that's Joby back. That's how these puppets keep control of Kenya. Cause watch, like I'm gonna have to tell Joby and them. They see that yeah, Joby's back. I'm gonna tell Joby and them stay in the damn studio. Stay and make sure they Joby's back. Just seen her come back. She's back.
I doubt it. It's been 1 hour.
All right. Family, I'm back.
Back.
Sorry about
She's
that
back.
particular.
That's okay. But see,
Oh, I
during,
was wrong.
during the election, Samuel, Kenya
Hmm.
goes almost in the civil war because all African, because they practice the tribalism. Now they start turning on each other and killing each other. Who's gonna control the office? Who's gonna
Sorry.
control these offices? Who's gonna control the presidency? Who's gonna get more benefits? They don't see themselves as Kenyan no more. They see themselves as tribals and tribes, and they go to fighting and killing. It's almost like civil war. Every time an African country has an election, you know it's almost like a civil war because they turn tribe against tribe. It becomes
That is
Mm.
dangerous as hell.
that is totally true. I totally agree with you. But I do hope that people are gonna be able to, wake up and raise their eyebrows and see the truth in front of them. Because the more the lies, the more, the more, the more the lies, the more we keep on running. Keith, I think I'm losing. Can you hear me?
Yeah, yeah, yeah. Let me turn that.
Oh, I think I'm hearing some background voice. That is why I think something is wrong. But I want to appreciate you much, love family, and we are almost coming to the end of the broadcast. And I do hope that you have learned one or two right here on the broadcast of the today, or right here on the Pan African Bliss. And this has been the Pan African Bliss Show with me, your host Joby, and we have the African Diary also. We also have the Rhythm Scripture. We have the 254 to Jadili show. We have the 54 correspondent. We have the Africa Today show. In case maybe you want to catch us up and you are joining us for the first time, you are free to also give your sentiments and to join us also on the social club. Let me just share a little bit of what we are all about on the website as we get to wind up right on the broadcast of the day. All right. Mm,
Everybody start going to the social part of the network and start putting in.
yeah. Well, okay.
Make sure you start going to the social part of the network so we can talk to one another
Mhm.
and we understand what's going on
Yeah,
because we're
this
gonna
is
be
the
in
social
crucial times. I'll go ahead, Joby.
this is the social page. Of course, I can see some people are chatting. I can see Melanin Goddess. I can see so many people are right here on the. I can see Sister Nish here, so they get to share some stuff about how do not throw these out. I think it's something to do with plants, but that is what we are all about. And in case you're also looking forward to shop with us, we have amazing products right here on the store. Right, let me just see how I'll be sharing this one. Something is wrong.
You gotta go to the bottom one, Joby. Go
Oh,
push your back button. You gotta go to. I closed that store. You gotta go to the apparel store, the one that's
all right,
underneath
all
that.
right. Okay, let me see.
Yeah, just push your back button up there in your
Okay,
apparel.
just a minute,
Yeah, just push your
just a
back button.
minute. Okay, there we are. Yeah, is the stove?
Now go down.
Okay,
Now go down. Now go down. Yeah, all the way down. All the way down. Right there. There you go.
okay. I'm also
There's
still learning about this, so I can't say I'm
a,
also perfect on it.
there, there's a Joby. You work there. You don't even understand how things work.
I'm also learning, but yeah, this is what we have, family. We have some t-shirts over here, different colors as well. We have some. Let me get to see. We have some hats. We have some jackets. We have some masks. Also, we have some hoodies. Maybe you are looking forward to shop with us. Any of these, you are free to go ahead and check them out. Samuel, you can buy this for your girlfriend.
It's
Samuel,
about
you can buy. Oh, General Mosquito, you can buy for your
we got
girlfriend.
about five. We got
Maybe
about two. We got about 200 items in there, family. We got about 200 items. We got hoodies. We got hats. We got skull caps. And Katie said, "What's a skull cap? Why would you wear this on your head? Same way you wear your bucket hat on your head, Katie. People wear them.
But
So
that is what we are all about, family. I hope that you have enjoyed that today's broadcast, family, and I want to appreciate you. Much love, Samuel. Thank you for joining us today, and also Kit for giving us this platform and for joining us on the broadcast as well. Jerome Mosquito, much love unto you. I can also see Londo Winter. I've never seen him before. I think he's part of the broadcast, but I've never seen him right here
yeah,
on the.
he's never usually up this early, Joe. But usually comes on the Africa
All
Today
right.
show. Yeah, he's never used.
Uh,
You're drawing people in because of your African beauty. You're not like the other girl who says, "I don't like Africans. They're dirty and they're stinky."
Thank you, Samuel, as well. Thank you, Sister Michelle. I hope that you are this today's broadcast. I want to appreciate you, family, much love. Remember to also catch Kate on the African Diary. She has amazing and positive vibes coming all the way. Now I want to play you some 254. I don't know, Keith, should I play your music? But I know you'll be requesting the same music to
No. I know the music.
on
It's one song you got. No, it's one song you guys play. I loved. It was one song you guys
Listen.
played. It was some salty soul. It was a new song you guys are doing like on the Rhythm Scoop show. It was a new song. That was the jam. I was like, yeah, that salty soul be doing it, boy.
Let
I,
me
I don't know the name of the song, but you and Kate was singing and Spike started singing. I think Spikes can sing. I think Spikes is sneaky. I think Spikes Mike can sing.
He totally can. He has a voice. We were also telling him he can also sing. But let me try that. Find any Sauti Soul jam right here and see which one I'll be able to be playing for you today, family. And
I don't know the name. I don't know the name of it, but it sounded good. Those guys always knock it out the park. Those guys always sound good.
it's called Rumba Japani. I just remembered the name. It's
Yeah.
called Rumba
Okay.
Japani.
Yeah, I said, man, those guys always sound good, man.
I know. They won the awards for being the best group and of course
They should. They should. They are awesome. That's what. Family, make sure you guys come back and enjoy Katie's show too. Let's come back and give Katie some love and some energy.
yeah,
You guys
that
waking up so you guys are waking up so early for Joby now. I must
is
get my dose of Joby. Let me get up.
well, I'm trying to find the song, but I cannot really see it
If you
from
can,
me.
it's okay. If you can't find it, Joby, it's all right.
Let me just play whichever is available as you get to
But
move on. Trio. There it is, family. That is the song.
okay.
Kuna rumba toy, kuna rumba ya kibichi, utajua ujui. Kuna rumba for all you niggas, ila rumba Japani, ndio rumba. Ni ya kuna rumba ya bunge, ya majambazi. So they're saying that, there is always that social club that is always going on. But one of the craziest rumba, I don't know how to describe rumba, but there's always the politicians.
Rumors a dance. Joby
Okay.
comes out. Rumba comes out of my territory where they stole my people from, Angola, Congo region. That's where rumba comes from. That's what is the mosquito saying?
Mosquito saying that if Spikes can sing it, it must be a good song. Lol. That is what it is.
I'm just saying, rumba is a dance that comes out of the Congo, Angola region.
Well, I guess Terrence is saying that just waking up, wish I had known you were on earlier. It is okay. You can also catch Kate on the African Diary as you get to enjoy also these same vibes that we are vibrating to you. For now, much love. Kwaherini. mashamani mbalimbali wakizirani, hapa ni wapi? Eti kali za kizamani